What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Peak Performance Engineering. I'm Brandon, and today we're doing a couple final appearance mods to a 94 Mustang GT convertible that I'm getting ready for the Hot Rod Power Tour for 2023, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so if you've watched a bunch of the other episodes that we've been working on this Mustang for the build, you'll see that we did wheels, tires, new headlights, new hood, obviously, a whole bunch of things to this Mustang, and we're getting down to maybe 2 or 3 things that I have planned that I wanted to do this year left. And one of those is going to be a new emblem for the back of this Mustang here to get rid of the original Ford. So with these Ford emblems on the SN95s, there's not a whole lot of options that I was able to find. If you have a later model Mustang, I think like the 99 to 04s, they have some more options. They have a little bit larger actual emblem here. Or if you have like a Ford truck, for example, there's hundreds of different options where you can get different color badges and flags and all kinds of stuff. And I couldn't find that for this one. So what I did was I went to Amazon and I started searching around just based on the dimensions of this, and I wasn't able to find an exact match, but I did find a black flag. And with this, it's pretty close. It's a little bit bigger, but basically I just want to pop this baby off, put that on. I'm thinking the black flag, it'll kind of tie in with the whole red with some of the black accents that we have going on, and then along with the kind of American flag theme that we have on the hood. So that's going to be one thing. The other thing we're going to do today is go ahead and slap on a new fuel door. So I ended up picking up a black fuel door, so we're going to go ahead and get that put on too, and that'll kind of be the 2 things we do. I do have a few other parts that I'll show you guys. We're not going to put them on today, but I'll give you kind of a little sneak peek. Now, when you are removing stock badges, you should probably do some research first. Find out if they've got a bolt. Sometimes they are bolted in. I don't think this one is. Sometimes they're just basically where you could actually remove the badge or debadge it, and you won't have anything left behind once you remove all the residue. Or sometimes like this, what I think this is this is going to have kind of a plastic pin that protrudes into the back of the deck lid here. So we probably are going to have a hole. So that's why we do need to have this to cover it up. So usually the easiest way to get these things off is if you have some fishing line. You can take real thin fishing line and you kind of just work it through side by side, and it kind of cuts right through the original glue. Sometimes you can even just have luck kind of prying these things off. So I don't have any fishing line here, so I'm going to actually just try to kind of pry it off, and we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
All right, so I actually have popped the trunk here, and I can actually stick my hand up behind this badge, and you can feel that there are 2 little pins that stick out or protrude into the thing. So if you took this badge off, you would actually have 2 little holes in your trunk lid, deck lid, that you wouldn't want. So it is good that I bought another one to pop on there. Alright guys, for this one, I literally just took a little screwdriver. I mean, this isn't even little. And I was able to really, I mean, it took just a second here, where I was just able to pop it, and boom, it just popped right off. So we can see it does have the 2 little, kind of plastic tabs that stick out to locate it. So you will have holes here. So I'm going to go ahead now. I'm going to have to get, probably get my heat gun a little bit and some Goo Gone, and we'll go ahead and get the rest of this junk out of here so it's nice and clean. And then we can go ahead and just simply stick on our badge. So once the heat gun, basically I just used the heat gun to kind of get the glue hot, and then I was able just to kind of pick it off mostly with my hands. I used the towel a little bit, and then once that happened, I was able just to get the towel wet with some Goo Gone, wipe it all down, and it all came right off. So worked really good. There's actually a couple little spots here where the adhesive had taken off, like little corners of the paint. So kind of interesting, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to see it anyway. So we're going to go ahead and apply that bad boy on there. Now this does not have locating tabs because obviously this is not made for a Mustang. So we are going to kind of want to make sure we get it, you know, right where we want it. So probably just something just like that. You can see where the original one was kind of, this was the bottom, so it wasn't actually lined up exactly, it looks like, with that. So I'm thinking something just like that right there. So this thing is pretty simple. Looks like all we got to do is just plastic. So it's not a super high quality emblem here, but should be easy to apply. So let's get the backing off. Make sure we got to face in the right direction here. Perfect. And stick her right on. All right, there we have it, guys. So no more ugly kind of blue chrome shiny Ford. Now we got America. All right, so the next thing I want to do today is this new fuel door. So I ended up wanting to get a black fuel door, just kind of match the whole, you know, red and black theme that we got going on with this bad boy. And so there's basically two options that I found. One, I forget the name of the company, but I'll put a link or something down below here. That was only like 50 or 60 bucks for that one. And then there was this one here, which is from Silver Horse Racing. And good Lord, it's a freaking nice piece, but this was like $110. And I think I ordered this from American Muscle. And don't worry about this stuff. It's just some kind of stuff that will clean right off. But it's a nice unit. And basically, you know, the only difference was the other one from that other company looked like it was more like a shiny black, and I didn't want like a real shiny kind of glossy black. This one's like kind of a brushed black aluminum, which is kind of more what I wanted to go with. You know, I didn't want to have it real glossy on the side of the car here. And then I also really liked this style of this fuel door with this kind of little cutout. The other one's just kind of a flat, you know, basic kind of bullet style. So anyway, this one's real nice, but if you do want to save some cash, the other one is literally about half the cost. But this does have like a nice magnetic fuel door closure. You know, it's nice and heavy, feels real good. So should be a pretty simple install. The instructions from Silver Horse say that we just need a T15, T20 Torx, and then a 5/32 Allen, and then a 10mm wrench. And we should be able to get this bad boy all popped off and installed here pretty easily. So let's go ahead and get these bolts out, get to it. All right, so I know that went pretty quick, guys, but basically there's just two T15 bolts on this side, two T20s on this side. Then you can just pop the gas cap out off to the side, and literally this whole bracket just kind of comes right on out. So that literally took about 2 minutes and 12 seconds. So pretty quick. This is out. Now we got to take our new guy, and I think it says to take these two bolts out so that we can stick them back through here. And I think that's it. Otherwise, these go unused. And basically, there's some tabs right here that I do have to loosen. And so these will just slide in there to hold it on this side. These two actually through-hole bolts will get tightened once we get it in. And that's it. So should be pretty simple. But this is why you need the 5/32 bit, is for this actual unit here to be able to loosen these guys and then ultimately tighten these little guys along with the 10mm. So let's go ahead and do that. And there we have it, fellas. So we got this baby all installed. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bam. So, yeah, pretty nice unit. I almost wish, though, it didn't even have like these silver screws. Be cool if it was just kind of all black, but still, I dig it. I think kind of ties in with the black wheels and all that good stuff. So still not sure how exactly I feel having like the Peak logo kind of right next to it. So I don't know, who knows? Maybe we'll take that off, at least on this side. I don't mind it on this side since there's nothing else there. But I don't know, tell me what you guys think. We got all the way till Power Tour next year to take it off. but yeah, digging it. I think it just makes the SN95 just look a little bit nicer. So let me run you guys next door into my little garage and show you a couple of the other things that we got that probably won't get to put on till the winter time, but regardless, let's go ahead and show you guys. So I ended up browsing around on American Muscle the other day and ended up coming across some clearance stuff that they had, and one of them was a brand new clutch. So they had this Clutch Tech, I think on their website it's called an X clutch, but basically it's just kind of like a stock replacement, you know, type clutch, a little bit stronger, obviously. I think it says it's good till like 450 foot-pounds or something like that, which should be totally fine. But basically, I got this freaking clutch for $70. So the only thing it was missing is the actual, you know, and it was not used. It was just kind of an open box clearance item. And so it's in good shape. There's no issues. All this stuff's good. Just didn't come with the flywheel bolts for the pressure plate to flywheel bolts, so no big deal. We'll get some bolts for that, but for 70 freaking bucks, I mean, they list this clutch on their website for, I don't know, I think $300 or something like that. I mean, granted, I could have got a King Cobra clutch for, I think, 110, but this should be probably similar to a King Cobra, but for $70, freaking stoked. And then the other really good deal that I ran across this week was for some subframe connectors. So I had subframe connectors on my list for later, but a local guy ended up having this set of BMR subframe connectors, and he had them for his SN95 project, never used it, and these are brand new. He never used them. I mean, they're freaking beautiful. The red almost matches the car, but I got these babies, the pair, for 30 bucks. So pretty freaking awesome. And the guy was local. He was able to even deliver them while I was up north on vacation. So $30, boom, we got those. We'll get those all welded in, and then probably see what else we can do under there while we're under there. If we can add some additional bracing. You know, I know they sell like jack rail or jacking, you know, kits for it too to strengthen it even more. So once we kind of get under there and figure all that out, then we'll go ahead and see. And then the final thing is I ended up finally getting the hardware for this styling bar. So we can now go ahead and get that baby installed too. So that styling bar, I ended up getting a really good deal on it. It was, again, an open box item from American Muscle, but it was supposed to come with the hardware, and it did not. So it ended up turning into like a whole 6 or 7 week fiasco, because when I called back after receiving it, hey, I'm missing the hardware, they confirmed, yes, it should have had hardware. So sorry, we'll send you new hardware. You know, please wait till August 20th or something, which is like a month later. So boom, I wait. Nothing comes, no one calls me. I call up, they say, you know what, it looks like it's still back ordered. We're not sure we're ever going to get it. And so, you know, basically we'll give you like a $25 credit for hardware. So I'm like, well, it's not like it's just bolts, right? It's these kind of actual specific brackets that, you know, have nut certs either on here. The other ones had nuts welded. So it wasn't like I could just go to a parts store or hardware store and get all this stuff. So I ended up looking around online. I found that CDC, which makes their own styling bar, they actually sell the hardware kit as a separate part number, and CDC is actually local, so they're only about 20 minutes from my house. So I was able to call them up and just drive over there and pick it up, because their hardware kit is 45 bucks. Plus, if you get shipping, it's like a $10 mandatory shipping charge. So I just went there in person, paid the 45 bucks, and boom, now we got hardware. So that'll be one of the next things that we install as well, along with hood pins. So we still got a few more videos coming. We'll get all this rest of this stuff, kind of the appearance stuff, all on this bad boy. Then once all this appearance stuff is done, well, basically once it starts getting cold enough that the car gets put away for winter and I'm done having fun with it, then we're going to start to actually put on some of the performance parts. So I've got some Pro Comp aluminum heads. I've got a cam, Holley high ram. All this stuff's going to go onto this thing. So I might even just do that with bolt-ons for the Hot Rod Power Tour, just because that might be all it needs to have a lot of fun, just basically full bolt-ons on this bad boy. Plus, I have a big stuff EFI ECU. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use that or not, or if we'll go with like a Holley Terminator or something else, but well, stay tuned for that. We'll figure all that out. But anyway, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate it. If you got any comments or anything else you guys want to see on the channel or done to this SN95, let me know. See you guys.